Da Nang is Vietnam's third largest city and is located in the central region. It's a popular tourist destination known for its beautiful beaches and famous for the Golden Bridge in Ba Na Hills, which I'm sure you've all seen pictures of. And it's only a 30-minute drive to Hoi An's ancient town, which is another popular attraction. In terms of food, Da Nang is most famous for its Mi Quang, which is a flat rice noodle dish. But in this episode, I won't be covering Mi Quang. Instead, I'll be sharing with you some of the lesser-known specialties of Da Nang. Hi, I'm Thuy with Travel Eat Spa. On my channel, I share local insights and travel tips in Vietnam and other Asian countries. We're going to head to a market in Da Nang city center to try a couple of dishes there. I personally think the markets are the best place to try local foods. Chợ Con is a typical market that sells everything from clothes to foodstuff. More recently, it has become popular among locals for its food court. Here you can find authentic Da Nang specialties, and because it's not a tourist trap, prices here are really cheap. I saw this pot and thought it was potato curry with some kind of meat. It got me curious, so I decided to check it out. You can see some of the beef floating on top, and the yellow chunks are not potato. They're actually a fat layer of the brisket, and the giant meatball is made from minced beef. With the rice simmering in this rich stock, I'm sure it's going to be very flavorful. You can choose from a selection of meats to add to the rice porridge. There's raw tenderloin, briskets, tendons, and of course the beef sausage. The beef ball looks so good, so I ordered a side of that. So as you can tell, this is a very hearty dish with all this variety of meat. Since the rice has been stewing in the beef stock, you can barely taste the rice since it's so well cooked. Just think of this as a porridge version of pho. The next specialty is grilled pork, which can be eaten as a wrap or in the vermicelli noodle bowl. In the display, there are grilled fermented pork with grape leaves, grilled pork belly, and the yellow crepe banh xào. I personally like to eat this particular dish as a wrap, and it comes with a gigantic plate of lettuce and a variety of herbs. It also comes with a dish of cucumber, pickled daikon and carrots, and of course the rice paper. This rice paper is dry since it's not dipped in water, but it holds the foods really well, and it's quite chewy. To prepare the wrap, you take the rice paper and layer it with lettuce. Then you add the meats, herbs, cucumber, and pickled veggies. Roll this up and dip it in the thick brown sauce. There were so many dishes I wanted to try, but I had to save some space for dessert. For a small food court, I was surprised by the number of vendors selling Che, which is a Vietnamese dessert that can be in the form of a smoothie, pudding, or a sweet soup. I saw a giant bowl of bright red tapioca pearls and some gelatin, so I thought I'd try that. This Che is called Xoa Xoa Hạt Lựu, which has white gelatin, black rice jelly, mung bean paste, and the tapioca pearls, topped off with coconut milk. You stir this up and let the ice melt so it becomes more soupy and less sweet. In the evening, I ventured out to try some popular local eats. This place specializes in chicken floss banh mi. They've been doing this for 33 years, so they're well known in Da Nang. The banh mi is simple, with only 5 ingredients: the chicken floss, mayo, chili sauce, pickled green papaya, and cucumber slices. I think what makes this banh mi stand out is their handmade mayo, which is light and super creamy, and they also make their own chili sauce. Since the banh mi was pretty light, I had room in my tummy for another dish. This local specialty is called bún chả cá. I've had bún chả cá in Nha Trang, and it turns out this one is totally different. This pot is full of goodness, with its stock coming from vegetables such as cabbage, tomato, squash, pineapple, bamboo shoots, and the crab balls and fish cakes. For this vermicelli noodle soup, you can choose any of the toppings, including crab balls, fried and steamed fish cakes, and crab paste. This was the first time I had this dish, and I was totally blown away by how good it was. The broth was light and so flavorful. It reminded me of bún riêu with the tomato flavor, and the toppings were incredible. The crab balls and fish cake tasted so fresh, like you can actually taste the crab and fish. This is now one of my favorite Vietnamese noodle soups, and you have to try it when you're in Da Nang. After trying all these delicious local specialties, I have a better appreciation for the food in Danang, and this is just scratching the surface. A good excuse for me to come back again.